Query, let's listen to the management of Thermax. Now, a steady set of numbers is what the company had reported. My colleague spoke to Ashish Bhandari, the MD and CEO of Thermax. Let's listen into that.
The industrial infra segment now, it's almost 50% of your order book. It was the key one which was in conversation in the last quarter as well, and saw a major improvement in margins, almost 6.3% versus almost 0% that we saw in the subsequent quarter. What has led to this margin growth, and do you expect the sustenance of that going into quarter 4 as well?
So first is, as you know, last quarter when we were speaking, we had connected on a very specific project-related issue for where we had taken a negative hit, which took the overall margins for industrial infra down substantially. And this is just not now. For the last 2+ years, we've been sharing and talking about a set of projects which are, for the most part, long duration, and we are seeing the pain continue even now, have got an element of government-related projects, have got significant amount of civilian construction. And these are the kinds of projects that we are, to a large extent, moving away from. Yeah, and as we are continuing to do that, we think our backlog is getting healthier and better. A good way to think about that backlog is the amount of information we are sharing in where these orders are coming from. And in this last quarter, the big uptick in orders has been relating to international orders. And international orders typically are more profitable than domestic orders, and the recent weakness of the rupee has also helped. So overall, the backlog is healthier, better, and long term also, 6% is not where we think we want to stop, or this is still not a fair reflection of the health of the business. We expect that number to be higher than this. There is a period where we are clearing out these older projects, which means quarter to quarter there is some amount of volatility. But this volatility is coming down, and the end is also in sight for most of these projects.
Mr. Bhandari, just let me come back to you, because you mentioned that the current margins, EBIT margins of 6.3% in the infra segment is not a fair reflection of a performance. So could at least a low double digit be in the near term a good reflection in terms of margins for that segment?
So I think near term double digits is, look, as I said, we're still working through clearing out some of the older projects. Look at us for two things here. One, the backlog is starting to go up, which means the revenue numbers will start to go up quite substantially. Our backlog is already in the teens higher relative to where it was, and we are continuing to add to that backlog, which you will see in Q4 as well. So you'll see the revenue go up. You should see margins also going up, and at least improve by a couple of basis points for sure. Double digit is aspirational, but we are working towards that. Yeah, too early to say that. First, we need to improve beyond the 6% number and start to show better profitability consistently. We can then talk about double digits.
Saurabh, let me come to you, because Thermax has gone through a fair share of downtick over the last couple of years. Any view that you have on the stock? Is it the time that it could see some potential turnaround maybe in the next couple of quarters, according to you?
I don't think so. I heard the management when you were talking to them. I think they are only talking about improvement in the margin for the of couple of basis points. I think it is a very distant journey for them to improve margins on a real good note, which is actually not liked by the street. So the stock has been underperforming, and in my sense, stock will remain underperforming. So there is no point in chipping in.
Next query is from Salini from Kerala.